Okay, so this is the final video in getting licensed and why I believe everyone who's doing real estate investment, certainly in New York, should be licensed. And it's about actually getting licensed. So a lot of people have told us, oh, it seems like it's hard, it's going to take a long time, it's very expensive, it's time consuming, I can't do all these things. All those things are not true. It's very easy to get licensed in New York. It's not complicated and it's not expensive. You have two choices. You could take a live class and you could take an online class. Those are your two choices. There's pros and cons to both, and it really depends on what you want to get out of it. On a live class, it's going to be more. It's probably going to be about $200. It's a 75-hour course. It'll probably take less time in total because most instructors will let you out early, and there really isn't 75 hours of material to teach you. But you're going to have to go at a certain time to a certain place and sit in a class. If that works, and if you feel you need to really learn things and that's going to get you to learn, then do that. It's not, again, $200 is not expensive. You can try it for a Groupon for discounts. Maybe you can get it for 180, but they do have to pay an instructor, so there's some floor on what it's going to cost. The other way to do it is how I did it, which is an online class. The online class, they're gonna actually measure how much time you're on online, and it's gonna have to be 75 hours. But it's gonna show you a page with a few pieces of information, and you're gonna need to stay on that page. But you can do other work, go off the page and do other work as long as you're on that page. And they might verify and keep asking you personal questions to make sure you're there. Groupon for that is probably about $100. So there's pros and cons to both. For some people, they feel like if I don't have a place to go to, I'm never going to do it. So if I start an online class, I'll never finish it. For some people, for me, the schedule, just a schedule flexibility was worth it for the online class. Also, I didn't feel like I really needed to learn a lot because I had 17 years in the mortgage industry and we had been doing this for a while, so I knew most of the material already. Um, it's not hard. Once you finish the 75 hours of schooling, either online or live, some uh, education companies will make you take a final. Even I know when I took one of my online classes, I had to go and get a proctored exam, take a final online somewhere in like a library. And some of the live classes will make you take a final. Once you pass that, then you can take your state exam. State exam is free. They give it in a bunch of places. There's a book you can get in the library called Cram for the Exam, which will give you most of the information. So that's why I'm never concerned with it. You see, people feel like if I take a live class, the instructor's really going to be good and he's going to teach. But the truth is, some instructors are terrible. Some are good and some are terrible. Some are there just to talk to you about their own lives. They're just there to give you complete bullshit and very little material. You don't know if you're really going to learn. But if you get the book Cram for the Exam, you can take it out at the local library in Nassau County. You're going to learn everything you need. You just got to study that stuff. It's not brain surgery. Let's be honest. Most realtors are not brain surgeons. They're not splitting the atom. If they can pass the test, you probably can. So for me, the online class was better than the live class. For you, maybe the live class is better because you need more structure. I know people that started their online class and never finished it. And then sometimes there is a time limit. If you don't finish everything in 6 months, you got to pay for it again. So it's pros and cons. You have to know yourself. If you're in front of a computer all day, I recommend taking the online class because you can just open another window and look at the material part time. But everybody has to make that decision. It's not hard. It's not expensive, and it's worth it for the benefits we discussed in the last few videos. To get multiple listing service data, the best data, to list your own deals that you're doing, whether those are wholesale or retail rehab deals, and to take listings when you go on an appointment where it really makes sense for the seller to list. For those reasons, I think everybody everyone should be licensed. And again, it's not hard and it's not expensive.